Hello and welcome to another video. We're going to go ahead and talk about today's function where we're going to extract the day from today's date, and we're going to extract also the month. We're going to be comparing today's day and month, or better yet, month and day for somebody's birthday date and month, day and month, and we're going to see if this is matched. We're going to say to them happy birthday. Anyway, I want to go ahead and change the name of two sheets. I'm going to name this one here by clicking the right button. I'm going to name it and call it birthdays. These are my friends' birthdays, and this second sheet we're going to call it rename, and let's go ahead and call it data. Okay, where we're going to extract the data from the day. And I'm going to go ahead and say let's go ahead and start a little bit of name and the birthday. And I'm going to say very quickly John, and there we go, John. He was born the 2nd of February the 28th, 1992. Then we're going to have Mary. She was born March the 1st, what's today's date, in 1990. Then we have Al, and he was born for April 23rd, 1944. And as a result of this, we're going to go ahead and see if that day from their birthday, the month and the day, if they're going to match today's date. Let me go ahead and expand this a little bit. And if I write here the function today, it's going to reflect today's date, which is going to be the month 3, and the day is 1st, and the year is 2015. So I could extract the month from this and the day from this. The month is going to be the name of the function is month, as you see, and of course I'm going to feed it with the parameters today's date. Notice that it gave me 3 as the month of based on this date here, and the day is going to be also by feeding the date, which is really coming from today's function, and it's going to give me the 1st. So what we're going to do here in this sheet, we're going to extract the month from the birthday first and the day, and we're going to compare if this month is equal to this month, and this day here, of course the actual data, not the word date, equal to this day. For each one of them, it's going to be today's birthday. So somebody's today's birthday. So let's go ahead and extract the month for John's birthday. We're going to go ahead and again give it his birthday as the parameter. Obviously, notice because he was born in February, it's extracted 2, and I could do the same thing for everybody else here. And the same exact thing, could go ahead and say day, and I'm going to feed the birthday, and it should give me here the 28th, and you're going to see here is going to be the 1st and the 24th. Actually, my friend Al was born the 23rd, so it's going to reflect the changes. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and see if this is again equal to this, okay, and this is equal to this one here, we're going to be in good shape. We're going to say here happy birthday. But before we write them the comments, I'm going to actually put the comments down because I don't want to keep scrolling for the recording of this video. Of course you would do it here if you were doing it in an actual real calculation, but I wanted to put the comments or under the data in order for you to see it, so I don't have to really scroll back and forth with the recording of the videos. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and say here if, again, and I'm going to leave if until later. If this, and notice here I'm moving to another sheet, so I'm going to say if this is equal, and I'm going to edit it through the formula bar here, the formula bar right here, and now I put equal, and I'm going to click on this. If these are equal, notice that the name of the sheet data exclamation mark preceded the name of the cell, and that's exactly to tell me the cell later when I'm trying to view it back into the birthdays sheet. I know exactly where it's coming, which sheet is providing me with this piece of data. And of course with AND, you know, we have to have 2 parameters. Both of them must be equal, of course separated by a comma. So I'm going to go to the birthday and grab the date and also say equal. Notice now that after the first instance, it added actually the name of the sheet, which is this immediate sheet birthday. And I'll put equal here, and I'm going to go ahead and say here. But notice, before I leave this, I must think ahead. I wanted to think ahead by making this one here, which is this value of 1, is going to be a absolute address. And also this one here is going to be absolute address, because all the data in the birthday sheet going to be compared to the month and the day of today's date. So therefore we're going to really freeze those values so they don't actually drag themselves with us to the next empty cells. But I'm going to leave D3 to move to D4 to D5, and I'm going to leave E3 free or relative to move to E4 and E5. So notice here, if I do actually do what I did already by locking those cell address, I'm going to be able to see that the first one is not equal to the day and the month. Both of them are not equal, but notice that actually the second person, Mary, has a month that is equal to the month of today's date, in a day that is equal to today's day. So this is basically what we're going to see, and we're going to focus a little bit now, because I'm going to go ahead and make it a little bit more complex by putting if around this end and comma, and we're going to say here happy birthday. Okay, and I'm going to leave this with a space between a double quote, which is a constant strings, but I'm going to concatenate this with the name of the person. So I'm going to show them happy birthday John. Otherwise, we could say here, let's go ahead and say John, and I'm going to go ahead and concatenate this, and I will say here, comma, we will celebrate your birthday sooner or later. Let's put it here, sooner, your birthday sooner or later. And this is actually my choice of wording. You can choose whatever you want yourself. And notice what's going to happen here. John, we will celebrate your birthday sooner or later. You tell me maybe I need a period here. That's fine. We could go ahead and put it. And also you might tell me I need a period after the name of John when I concatenate the name. Well, no big deal. We could go ahead and do that right here. And I could go ahead and say, give me the concatenation here with the period here, and actually that's will do it. Otherwise, of course, that is going to go to this is actually the else. This is the else after the comma. The comma is the else, and this is actually the then, if you recall that from the if statement. And here we go. We're going to go ahead and pull that again in order to see, and notice that we're going to say hello or happy birthday to Mary. Al, we will celebrate your birthday sooner or later. Okay? Actually, I could tell them we will celebrate your birthday on by saying here the name of the month and the name of the day. You know, I could go ahead and show you here how to do it. For example, we could go ahead and we'll celebrate your birthday sooner or later. Instead of sooner or later, we're going to say here, okay, here, on, and I'm going to concatenate on. Here we go. It's a little bit more involved. On, here we go. Actually, I could go ahead and do that here. This one here is supposed to be this one here. Okay, and concatenated with, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so it's going to look like this. Notice I need another space here after the on, and I'll be done. Here we go. So we could go ahead and do that, and just to add more flavor to it. Al will celebrate your birthday on 4th the 23rd, and John will celebrate your birthday on the 2nd or 28th. So we know that today's Mary's birthday, so we're congratulating her for having a birthday today, and the others, of course, we're going to say we're going to celebrate your birthday. Please take a look at this and see how all the concatenation is being done. All this really, actually even with the one in the bottom, is going to be the else, and all this is going to be Actually, this is all the one here is going to be the else, and everything here is going to be basically on the then. And notice that we use the and in order to combine both the day and the month, comparing to the month and the day for today's days. And if both of them are equal, that means this is going to be true, this is going to be executed. Otherwise, this is what's going to be executed. And this is a little bit more interesting. I don't think you're going to learn it unless you practice it. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in another video soon.